Hey everyone, welcome to Transformational Tuesday. This is Yasemin Inal. I'm the founder of Amplify Your Dreams, and I help big dreamers get clear about their goals and dreams so that they can take charge of their lives, become more productive, and focus on what truly matters. Now, in today's episode, I want to talk about the concept that I always teach my clients and my students in general, and it's the idea of focusing on what truly matters. How do we learn the power of focus? How do we implement it in our day-to-day lives? I mean, we know that we live in a world of distractions. How do we avoid that and focus on the things that will really move the needle and really focus on the things that's going to propel us to move forward in life? The first thing that I recommend is to write down the focus of your day in your agenda. Now, first of all, get yourself a good old-fashioned agenda, okay? I'm talking about something that you can use, you can turn the pages and hold it in your hand. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Nothing like an iPad or your iCalendar. I'm not against those things. I use them myself. I use my iPad and my iCalendar for everything, that I might be doing in my life. But when it comes to scheduling my day, I love using an agenda. I love using a planner because that way I get to write down the things. I feel it as I'm writing it down. And it kind of creates this connection with my hand and my brain, and it just gets engraved into my brain. And I think research, has proven to us as well that when you write things down using a pen and paper, it just becomes more solidified. And, everyone who does that has seen amazing results. So I recommend you do that. Write the focus of your day. Is it a project that you're working on? Is it maybe connecting with your spouse? Is it spending quality time with your children? Whatever the focus of your day is, write it down at the very top of your day. So that way, when you look at your schedule, you're never going to lose the focus of your day, and you're going to remember what your priorities are. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, learn the power to say no to things that don't matter. Learn the power to say no to things that are not your priority. Now, there will come a lot of opportunities where things, that are important that may pop up, right? Like maybe someone says, hey, can you help with this? Or can you help with that? Can you volunteer for this? And I'm all for volunteering and all for helping out and serving others. But if you don't have control of your day, if you're not fully accomplishing what you're supposed to be accomplishing, and then you're putting more on your plate, then you're not serving others and you're not serving yourself. You have to make sure that you're first meeting your agenda, that you're first fulfilling your promise to yourself and fulfilling your promise to those around you, to the ones who are nearest to you. And then you can open up your agenda and your schedule to say yes to other things that may come along the way, okay? So it's very important to first do what's on your schedule before you say yes to something else, okay? That's why it's so important when someone asks you for something, take a moment and say, let me think about that. I'll get back to you on that. And that's not dissing them. That's not, like finding an excuse. It's really making sure that you're not saying yes to something that you cannot eventually fulfill the promise. Okay, so it's very important to step back and think about it and then see how you can fit that into your existing schedule without compromising what you're working on. Okay, and the third advice, the third tip that I have for you is to time yourself when you're online. Now, I know how it is. The online world is like an ocean. You can literally drown in it if you're not careful, because you sit there, and if you don't sit with an agenda, if you don't sit with a timer, you could just literally drown in it. Click here, click there, this tab, that tab, things pop up, notifications pop up, and then all of a sudden you're just lost. And then you have no idea what you're doing. You have no idea why you went on there in the first place, and it just becomes a blur. So what I recommend, and this is something that I do, is to write down what you need to do exactly online. So if you're researching something, if you're looking for something, write it down exactly, step by step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. whatever you're doing, write that down, go online, and give yourself a time for those things, okay? So if you know, okay, this will take 15 minutes, this should take 10 minutes, and that way you're going to be able to schedule yourself, time yourself, especially when you're on social media. I know how that is, you know. Once I started timing myself, I realized how much time I was actually wasting. And, you know, I connect with clients on Facebook. I connect with my audience on Facebook. So it's very important for me to be on social media. But at the same time, I don't want to let that suck my life away, you know? So it's really, really important. The moment you start using the timer, you're going to realize that you're doing things much more rapidly than before, and you're really focusing on what you're doing and not get distracted with the next, you know, funny video or anything like that. Okay? So I hope that these tips serve you, and I hope that they're transformational. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, you know, and subscribe to my YouTube channel right here. Okay? And until next Tuesday, live on purpose, focus on what truly matters, and amplify your dreams.